Alright YouTube, we're going to do a few videos about MREs. So here I have an MRE Entree. Breaded chicken breast patty with pasta shells and tomato sauce. Let's take a look and see if we can find out where the packaging date is. Oh, here it is, look right here. Okay. 4267. So, according to what I've been able to find about how these are coded, that would be the 267th day of 2014. So let's check on the calculator utility that I found on the computer, on the internet, and find out if that's correct. Okay, so we're going to enter in 4267 as the date code and click it, and it says this product was manufactured September 24th, 2014. Interesting. So one thing I was noticing here while I was trying to verify that I had the right bookmarks in my computer to find things that I needed, particularly that last site where the MRE date calculator was located. So I brought up my bookmarks window and I found how to make delicious crack. I don't remember ever inquiring about how to make delicious crack, so I think I'm going to get rid of that. How to make delicious crack. That's really good information to have. And here we have the standard MRE heater pouch. It's got a tear line on it. Tear it right there, I guess. I like to tear them up higher. And some instructions how to use it. I like this one. Once you have it all, put water and the food and the meal in there, then you put it on a rock or something. So a lot of people like to put their entree packet on the outside of this envelope and then back in the box. I like to put them on the inside. Oh, and whatever you do, do not overfill, because the glue that holds the universe together will come apart if you overfill. And we'll demonstrate that here directly. Howdy once again, YouTube. Today we're going to talk about how to prepare an MRE entree meal using obviously what comes in this box and the standard MRE heater that's usually enclosed with a military style MRE inside the outer packet. So we'll show you how to do that and how to interpret the date code. So stand by. The MRE entree that we have today is breaded chicken breast patty with pasta shells and tomato sauce. Again, this is a military style MRE, and you can see there a little bit of the nutrition information and the ingredients list. Back of the box. There's a little bit of information for the troops, something to read while they're making their dinner. So I'll show you how to set this up. Okay, first thing we want to do is open the box. See on the end here, there's a code 4267 and then some letters. So the 4 means 2014, 2, 6, and 7 mean the 267th day of 2014. So that's when this was packaged. So we'll go ahead and open the box. And inside there's a sort of an OD green packet. It's labeled chicken with shells, and there's also the same date that was on the box, 4267. Again, the 267th day of 2014. Now let's take a look at the heating envelope. Okay, this is the heating envelope, and it has instructions on it. how to tear it open, how much water to put in, how to position the meal inside the envelope. This is the water level. Do not overfill, it says right there. Usually I put the envelope inside the meal packet. I put it inside this envelope and then add the water, and that way I don't overfill it. So we'll do that next. So we have the Swiss Army Victorinox Tinker scissors. So we're going to cut the heating packet envelope. You can tear it if you want to. It's notched for that. By the way, these heating packets make really good water collection bags after you're done with them. So inside of here, you'll find that the heating element itself is just kind of a gauzy kind of paper, and I believe what it has inside of it is really fine iron shavings. So when you add some water to it, they start to generate heat through oxidation, and that provides quite a bit of heat for the meal to be cooked with. So now that we know all about that, we'll put that element back in there, and we're going to take the meal packet, slide it down in there. Sometimes it's a pretty tight fit to get it through. And I want to make sure that it goes on either side of the heating element. It doesn't really make a difference which one, but so on the labeled side of the bag is the side that I've put the meal packet on, and then the heating element is on the other side. Back here you can see that. Now we've got the food pouch, or the meal packet is inside of here, the heating element's in there. Now all we lack is water. Here's some water. I'm going to pour a little bit of water on myself, and then we'll pour some into the package. And again, we don't want to exceed the amount that it recommends. The do not overfill line. And I think we're just about there. Yep, we're there. So we filled it up to there. Now we're going to take and fold over the top of this. There's going to be a lot of gas generated by that when it gets going. And we put it back inside the cardboard box. The instructions say to kind of elevate it a little bit with a rock or something. I don't have a rock or something right now. I'm probably going to use a piece of wood actually, so I'll have to go get one. We'll be back in just a second and we'll show you how that's set up. Okay, here we have our old stump. I'm going to put this piece of wood right there, and we're going to set the MRE pouch like so. And we just let it sit like that till it cooks. It'll take several minutes. Here we have a timer. We're going to go ahead and start it, and then we'll stop it when it's done and see about how much time that took. You can probably hear that sizzling in there. We'll check back with it in a few minutes. As you can see, it's been about 4.5 minutes, and I have to tell you that if you have cold hands, this is a way to get them warm. Put one on one side of that box and one on the other, and there's lots of heat. In fact, the one on the underside is so hot I can barely stand to touch it. So it's getting that meal nice and warm, and we'll check back with it in a few minutes. Okay, it's been around 12 minutes now. We're going to take the packet out and massage it a little bit and find out if it's warm enough to eat yet. I'll show you how that goes. It's pretty hot. Usually mix it. Wow, that's hot. Ooh, I can barely hang on to it. Mix it around to try to distribute the heat more evenly. Sometimes maybe the corner or the bottom of it didn't get heated quite as much. So now that we did that, we'll stick it back in here and let it continue to heat for a little while. Get the most out of the MRE heater, and it is still smoking hot on that side. It's really, really hot. So put it back in the box, and we'll put it back on there. Give it another few minutes to get nice and piping hot for us, and we'll come back and eat it. So you can see we're coming up on about 15 minutes time here for heating. My experience with these particular meals is that 20 minutes is pretty good, especially if you're heating them outside as I am today. There's a little bit of breeze and it's fairly chilly, so some of the heat is being lost to the ambient atmosphere. So we'll give it about 20 minutes and we'll take it out and chow down. Okay, so that should be hot enough to eat now. Still warm from the outside. Give it a few more squeezes here. It has notches where you can tear it, and if you're going to use those rather than cut the envelope open, I think it's a good idea to squeeze the contents down below the notch that you're going to use. Like so. And we have our trusty MRE spoon. So it looks pretty good in there. See that? Looks like a spaghetti style sauce. There's some big noodles in there. Big piece of chicken down inside there. That was the name of it, a chicken patty with noodles. Looking good. Alright. The only good test that counts is a taste test, so let's give it a shot. Thumbs up. Tastes great. As good an MRE meal as I've had. Thanks for watching, and next time we'll probably open up a complete MRE meal and go through the contents. Also have some other survival type meals that we'll take a look at and see if they A, hold up to what's pictured on the package, and B, pass the taste test. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.